What's good, y'all? Today I'm going to go over 3 things that I wish I knew before I got into music production. I've been a producer for almost 8 years now, and I've seen plenty of people come and go. I'm going to explain how to keep things fun and what you can do to build successful habits as a music producer. Let's get right into it. So personally, I'm only able to go in and explain these things because I'm a producer myself. I've felt the pressure. I know what it's like to want more songs with artists, work on bigger music, more music. I personally had to self-assess along my journey a ton, figure out ways to keep things fun while staying consistent, while growing, but making the music that I want to. So today I'm just gonna go over some things that have personally worked for me. And before we get into the successful habits, I'm gonna explain why I think producers stop or may lose motivation along the way. I feel like a lot of people, just like humans, they'll get impatient and think they should be further along than they actually are. I think patience is a big key. Like me, I'm not as far as I'd like to be yet, but I know I'm exactly where I need to be, and I can take the steps needed to grow. I think if you're not where you want to be, self-assess and figure out what you need to do better, what you need to be better at, what can you be doing to build your brand, build your music, collaborate with more people, whatever it needs to be, figure it out. Look at what the more successful producers are doing and figure out how you can emulate that into your own production. Along with that, being impatient, a lot of producers try to skip steps and not do the 10,000 hours. I think once you've done 10,000 hours, you can tell who hasn't put in the amount of work that you have. So yeah, really just staying patient. That's a huge thing. I think comparison is a thief of joy. If you're on Instagram, you can easily understand what I mean. Try your best not to compare, only judge yourself. Everyone's journey is different. You never know what someone else has got going on in their situation, but that's why I think producers don't necessarily become successful. Just inconsistent, impatient, and not putting in the time that they should. And I've got plenty of growth still, but here's 3 things that have helped me avoid burning out as a producer and help me build successful habits. So tip number 1 is collaboration. I've been blessed to be able to work with hundreds of producers over the years, and each producer I've been able to work with, I've learned something from. Whether I'm the one doing the drums and I see how someone uses their loops, they use the sound selection and I figured out how to better my own sound selection from using someone's loops, or me sending out my own loops and hearing how someone does drum and hearing different patterns that they use or different drum arrangements, drum sounds. Whatever it is, collaboration is huge, and you not only learn from it, but it keeps things fun, especially going to like in-person session. Every in-person session I've had, I've left inspired. It's a different feeling when you work with someone in person and you see how they come up with ideas just from a blank space. If you're a music producer, if you're an artist, you know exactly what I mean. It's almost like magic. If you can get in that flow state in the studio, it's a very inspiring experience. The second thing I wish I knew as a music producer before I started, which has helped me build consistency, is learning multiple styles of music. So this goes along with collaboration. If you learn more styles, it unlocks more people that you can actually work with. So I'm sure, like me, you don't only listen to just one style of music, especially if you're a music producer. Whatever genres you listen to, keep it fun, learn what you listen to. That's what I try to do. I can't make music that I'm not listening to, that I don't enjoy. I try to learn most of the style that I listen to at the time. I don't just try to hop on the new trend on whatever's coming out. I don't make it until I actually like it. If I'm actually listening to it in the car, like, hey, I want to learn how to do this, whether it's a Drake type of beat compared to a Travis type of beat compared to a Boss Man D-Lo, whatever it is, I want to try to learn what I'm listening to, and it helps keep things fun. And I think that helps avoid burnout, so you're not just pounding one style into the ground. You've got multiple different styles you can do, which allows you to work with tons of different producers and tons of more artists. Now, the third thing I wish I knew before I started music production is to stay doing things outside of music, even if it's just traveling to new cities. Obviously, if you're traveling, you can meet new people and new producers. It gives you inspiration, and doing activities outside of production, like working out, staying in the gym, that's helped me a lot along my journey. While I'm in the gym, I'm usually listening to music anyways, so it gives me ideas. I can listen to new music on Spotify Spotify has got Discover Weekly. A lot of times you can go into that playlist and just listen to 30 new songs. I'll do that sometimes and just get plenty of new ideas. One point I want to make too: listen to your body and take rest days when needed. Don't overdo it. I know I'm saying build consistency, but think of the top athletes in the world, whether it's LeBron, Messi, Patrick Mahomes, whoever it is, they're taking rest days too. They listen to their body. Us as producers have to do a similar thing. Listen to our mind when we're burnt out on something, because it does naturally happen. If we're close to being burnt out, this is when this is key to get out, do something new, take a break from music, whether it's for a day to just listen to some new sounds, or for a few hours, not just in the house all day making music. You don't see anybody, you don't talk to anybody. That would make me go crazy, and I'd lose inspiration quickly that way if I wasn't seeing the world as well. Appreciate y'all for tuning into this video. I know it's a little bit of a different one. Just wanted to share some insight on some things I wish I knew before I started music production. This journey is definitely a marathon and not a sprint. If you got something from the video, leave a comment down below. Appreciate you for watching. Catch you in the next one.